Griffin Poetry Prize, 2004. Judge's citation. Brandt. Brandt manages beautifully the difficult job of producing poems that are socially conscientious without being didactic. She knows that the best poetry rests on the authority of the heart. Thus she makes her readers care, not only through the pleasures of form and crafted language, but also through the risky honesty of her articulations.
Zone 1. Breathing yellow air here at the heart of the dream of the new world, the bones of old horses and dead Indians and lush virgin land dripping with fruit and the promise of wheat, overlaid with glass and steel and the dream of speed. All these are bodies crushed to appease the 401 gods of the superhighway. NAFTA, we worship you. Hallowed be your name here, where we are scattered like dust or rain in ditches, the ghosts of passenger pigeons clouding the silver-towered sky, the future clogged in the arteries of the potholed city. Tecumseh, come back to us from your green grave. Sing us your song of bravery on the lit bridge over the Black River, splayed with grief over the loss of its ancient rainbow-colored fish-swollen joy. Who shall be Fisher King over this poisoned country, whose borders have become a mockery, blowing the world to bits with cars and cars and trucks and electricity and cars? Who will cover our splintered bones with earth and blood? Who will sing us back into? 2. See how there's no one going to Windsor, only everyone coming from? Maybe they've been evacuated. Maybe there's nuclear war. Maybe when we get there, we'll be the only ones. See all those trucks coming toward us? Why else would there be rush hour on the 401 on a Thursday at 9 o'clock in the evening? I counted 200 trucks and 300 cars, and that's just since London. See that strange light in the sky over Detroit? See how dark it is over Windsor? You know how people keep disappearing? You know all those babies born with deformities? You know how organ thieves follow tourists on the highway and grab them at night on the motel turnoffs? You know they're staging those big highway accidents to increase the number of organ donors. My brother knew one of the guys paid to do it, $100,000 for 20 bodies, but only if the livers are good. See that car that's been following us for the last hour? See the pink glow of its headlights in the mirror? That's how you know. Maybe we should turn around. Maybe we should duck so they can't see us. Maybe it's too late. Maybe we're already dead. Maybe the war is over. Maybe we're the only ones alive. 3. So there I am, sniffing around the railroad tracks in my usual quest for a bit of wildness, weeds, something untinkered with, goldenrod, purple aster, burdocks, defiant against creosote, my prairie blood surging in recognition and fellow feeling, and, oh God, missing my dog, and, hey, what do you know, there's treasure here among these forgotten weeds, so this is where they hang out, all those women's breasts cut off to keep our lawns green and dandelion free. Here they are, dancing their breastly ghost dance, stirring up a slight wind, in fact, and behaving for all the world like dandelions in seed, their feather-winged purple nipples oozing sticky milk. So what am I supposed to do? Pretend I haven't seen them, or like I don't care about all these missing breasts, how they just vanish from our aching chests, and no one says a word, and we just strap on fake ones, and the dandelions keep dying, and the grass on our lawns gets greener and greener and greener. 4. This gold and red autumn heat, this glorious tree splendor, splayed out for sheer pleasure over asphalt and concrete, ribbons of dark desire driving us madly toward death, perverse, presiding over 5 o'clock traffic like the queens on Church Street, grand in their car-stopping high heels and blonde wigs and blue makeup. Darling, so nice to see you, and what, dear one, exactly was the rush? Or oceans, vast beyond ridicule or question, and who cares if it's much too hot for November? Isn't it gorgeous, darling? And even here, in this most polluted spit of land in Canada, with its heart attack and cancer rates, the trees can still knock you out with their loveliness, so you just want to drop everything and weep or laugh, or gather up the gorgeous leaves falling and throw yourself into them like a dead man or kid or dog. 5. Oh, the brave deeds of men, M-E-N, that is, they with phalli dangling from their thighs. How they dazzle me with their daring exploits every time I cross the Detroit River, from down under, I mean. Who else could have given themselves so grandly, obediently to this water god, this fierce charlatan, this glutton for sailors and young boys, risking limbs and lives wordlessly, wrestling primordial mud so that we, mothers and maids, could go shopping across the border and save ourselves 20 minutes coming and going going, chatting about this and that, our feet never leaving the car. Never mind, the mouth of the tunnel is haunted by bits and fragments of shattered bone and looking every time like Diana's Bridge in Paris. This is really grand, isn't it? Riding our cars under the river and coming out the other side. Illegal aliens, needing passports, and feeling like we accomplished something snatched from our busy lives, just being there.
It's a really beautifully organized award. I think the way they've organized the publicity for it, we give it sort of maximum media attention to poetry, and just by having brought so many international poets here, just really raised the profile of poetry in this country. I think saved the life of a gasping poetry scene in Canada, for sure, and just put us in the international stage in this really beautiful way.